Got back from the geriatric convention, otherwise known as the No Kings protest, where tens of thousands of liberals all across the country took to the streets demanding that America not turn into an authoritarian country. Hey, genius, if Trump was a king, you wouldn't be allowed to have a No King protest.
The same people attending these protests are the same people who 4 years ago told you that you'd be kicked out of school or fired from your jobs for not wanting to take an experimental jab or wear a mask.
The same people who applauded when churches were shut down, but not strip clubs as essential businesses, are trying to tell you that Trump is a threat to democracy.
The only people under 50 who were at this protest were the children who were being brainwashed and forced to be there, holding signs that they couldn't even possibly understand.
And then we had some morbidly obese, what I think was a woman, came up to us and said to her that under Trump, she's gonna have no rights.
Which I'm kind of disappointed because I voted for Trump so that I could lose my rights to work, to vote, to pay taxes, to drive.
And she goes, well, you know, he's gonna take over the rights of your body and you won't even have any choice anymore. And I'm like, yes, your body, my choice.
Kind of
I didn't say you could speak.
This is so embarrassing. This is the No Kings protest. And boy, even NBC had to tell you the truth about these No Kings protests. That was supposed to be the biggest thing to ever happen. Listen to the embarrassment.
People I know who are there. This is an older crowd. There's not a lot of folks, and granted, it's a big crowd here. I'm not good at estimating, but it's definitely over 2,000, maybe close to 3,000. We can't see everyone, but it's an older crowd. A lot of white hair. You see out there Q-tips, as we used to call them in the business, and they're out protesting, and not a lot of young people. And also, again, portraying this I hate America idea that this is what this protest is about, showing people who are boomers and middle-aged out taking time from their day on a Saturday to come and protest and be heard at the nation's oldest public park, Boston Common.
Oh my God, that is NBC Boston. This lady looks like Rachel Maddow, and she is absolutely roasting the Democrats for throwing a whole bunch of boomers out there. Now, where are my boomers? Where are my conservative boomers at? I told you guys, there is a huge divide here. I'm going to show you what the crowds look like in Charlotte, what the crowds look like all over the place. And it's just a sea of white, old, liberal boomers. We've spoken about this before, but this time, even Democrats are noticing, where are the moderates? Where are the young people? No one's here. What's happening? Well, let's actually take a look at what it looks like out there in Florida. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, my goodness. This guy, you know... Well, this is what it looks like. I'm not even trying to be funny. This is what we're just going to go through the motions of what it looks like out there right now. Eric Doherty, he says, Justin, No Kings protest in Florida. Do we see it? Old, white, and retired every single time. That is his report here as he gathers this video, 34-second video of what it looks like. I'm going to take you all throughout the country to show you exactly what it sounds and what it looks like and who's actually out there. Because boy, oh boy, the Democrats are in a huge trouble if they thought that this was a success. Oh, Lord have mercy. Have mercy. Well, let's actually go to Charlotte. Let's go to Charlotte here as Ed Krasenstein, who is a hard liberal, very leftist. He's apparently outside protesting the No King, protesting against Trump with the No Kings protest rally that everybody has called to be historic. Well, let's actually go check up and see how many people are out there.
Fuck Trump!
How many people is that? Somebody count that for me. How many people are out there? What's happening? What's going on? What is going on here? Well, let's actually go to also Times Square. Something incredible happened. in Times Square at 1 p.m. Now, Times Square was supposed to be the biggest, that they were supposed to have so many people come out. And again, when you look at the crowd, it's just like not really any young people out there. So it gets even worse because I'm going to show you the Times Square situation. Then I'm going to show you what MSNBC is portraying, right? So apparently there are journalists using a Women's March 2021 video and saying that this was live, and they got caught in a huge lie. They actually got corrected. So people are using old videos and photos of old protests from before, from the Women's March, that have nothing to do with the No Kings, and they're using that to again control the narrative. So let's actually take a look here, right? So there's a funny, interesting moment here. So at exactly 1 p.m., all of the No Kings protesters in Times Square immediately dispersed. Totally normal and definitely not astroturfed. So here's at exactly 1 p.m. Now, why at exactly that time did everyone just kind of go away? Like, what happened? Did people get paid to show up, and then all of a sudden they just, hey, you're off at 1. We need you from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then once 1 p.m. comes on, you guys can go home. That's it. Look, it's just 1 p.m. Everyone's going home. That's it. At exactly that time, everyone dispersed, everyone just separated, and all of a sudden, no one is there. That's it. It's over. The protest in New York City is done with. But let's actually go to, again, the interesting part. So Mike Nellis, again, he says, holy ish, look at the crowd from Boston, No Kings protest. And apparently, he is showing this, right? He's showing this video.
Look at this. Millions of people across the country marching as we speak against the policies of President Trump.
So apparently this is supposedly a fake voiceover or a real voiceover, and they used a fake video, and now it's going all over X, where again, people are calling them out. People are saying, wait a minute, this video, the redhead libertarian, she says, this video is actually from the Women's March from 2021. Number 2, you all cheered on locking people in their homes, forcing vaccinations on them, and taking away their kids, silencing their speech, and banning them from the public. And number 3, Samuel Adams think you were all unrepentant pieces of ish, by the way. So again, people promoting this march, which is the No Kings rally, people are now being reminded as to what 2020 was like and 2021 was like. So here we go. So apparently, breaking, there is a huge correction here. A big fail from the Democrats. Analysts are now calling this the biggest protest in American history. And then there is a correction. This video shows MSNBC footage from a 2017 Boston protest, approximately 40,000 people, not the 2025 Kings event, No Kings event. The narration is from 2017 MSNBC broadcast. So it's not real. So what is real? How many people did show up? Well, we know one thing for sure. These people showed up. We know another thing for sure is that this is in Charlotte, North Carolina, and also in Florida. It kind of all looks the same. So where are the young people? Where are the revolutionaries at? There were some, and here are some of the clips that are even worse than you can possibly imagine.
Trump's a bitch.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know. We don't like him. That's the word around here.
Any particular reason why you don't like him?
No clue at all. I'm just going with everybody else saying. Trump's a
What I tell you guys is worse than you can imagine. It really is worse than you can imagine. They don't even know why they're out there. Like, that guy has no idea why he's even outside. That is so bad. And what's even worse is I actually found this post, right? Because that kid has no idea probably what's going on. He's just going with the motions. No Kings. How long has their reign in government been? Well, let's actually go to Chuck Grassley. He's been in government for 50 plus years. Let's go to Chuck Schumer, 44 plus years. Mitch McConnell, 40 plus years. Nancy Pelosi, 38 plus years. Maxine Waters, 37 plus years. Bernie Sanders, 34 plus years, etc. Trump's only been 4 years and 9.5 months, going on year number 5. But Donald Trump is apparently the king. Again, this is coming after a lot of people in Memphis, a lot of people in DC have been very happy about what Trump did to clean up the city by bringing in additional troops to help. There are so many videos. I mean, go search it up, right? I can show you the videos all day, but you guys know, right? There's a whole bunch of black people. Again, that's why you don't see a heavy attendance in black Americans. You see a heavy attendance in white progressive and white liberal boomers. You don't see a huge turnout in young and moderate people because they don't believe in the Democrats anymore. The Democrats are cooked. You just have a whole bunch of people that still probably, just have loyalty for life on what it's like to be a Democrat. But there are so many people that they just find Trump's actions to be something that actually helps, instead of hurts. And there are many people coming out and saying thank you to Trump. I mean, these are just the videos I've come around to. But when you look at it and you look at the people and you look at the crowds, it just doesn't make sense, apparently. So here we go. So look, I got another update here. Black people are around 47% of the population in Atlanta. This is the No Kings protest in Atlanta. And it's 90% white people. White liberals are the worst every single time. These are posts coming from white conservatives themselves calling out and saying, hey, how is it that mostly in a huge black population, yet there is nothing but white people coming out. And again, you see the LGBTQ flags. Someone said, here's what someone said. I'm going to make this point. Someone said that it's fitting for whatever men are out there to say no kings because they're probably a queen. Well, there you have it. Those are some of my updates. We got deception. We have a lot of people coming out. We got older individuals, white liberal boomers. There you go. We got one black boomer, probably. And you just have, again, NBC Boston version of Rachel Maddow roasting the Democrats, roasting them. They have completely lost the young voters. They don't have the support anymore. And apparently millions were supposed to come out. Well, the millions aren't moderates and the millions aren't young people. It's just a whole bunch of retired old folk. Nothing against them, but let's just be honest about the conversations we're having here, because the Democrats are trying to gain the next generation, and I don't think they're doing that right now. I think they're doing the complete opposite. This is crazy.